What's going on YouTube? TradeModeJames back with another mvis price action update video. Welcome back to the channel. Before I get into this, as always, make sure you do three things for me, all right? Number one, right now, below this video, hit the like button. I'm trying to get 100 likes per video. I drop as much free shit as I can. I give as much free knowledge away as I can. This stuff took me years and years and years to learn, and I give it to you for free. All right, hit that like button. Number two, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And number three, go over to twitter.com/TradeModeJames and hit the follow button. Let's get it. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, number one, is that we just found demand in my demand zone. All right, that's just essentially the very first thing that I'm seeing here on the chart. And I didn't even look at the chart today. I saw the close today at 348, and it's obvious. We've done a golden zone retracement as well. So if I pull my fib from the last retracement up here down to the bottom, where we found demand, you'll see that we've done 3 test points on this golden zone. All right, this, I would love for us to get back through it, but we haven't busted through it yet. So I can't really say we're going to be moving to the top side just yet. I wish I could, but this golden zone, we need to get above this, right? We need to get above this golden zone for me to have confirmations. And really, we're kind of right at the cusp of a breakout also. If I pull my trend line down here like this, you can kind of see, where this makes sense the most, probably somewhere like right here. We haven't actually broken out of the trend line yet, right? So we're still waiting for this to happen, but it could happen. Now, this is a daily time frame. We also have 3 test points on this demand zone too. So we're kind of just bouncing back and forth in between the golden zone and this demand zone here that goes from about 296 up to about 306, 307, something like that. And looking back to the left, you can kind of see how much action, how much demand we've gotten out of this zone before. There's been a lot. There's been quite a bit. And even here, right, there's been a lot of demand here. So this is a good zone. We could, start making our move to the top side here. I do think, we're not going to see the prices we want to see until the bear market ends. So we get like actual confirmations that the bear market is over, or at least the Feds are pivoting, right? Well, I don't think we're going to see prices go where we want to see it. But it felt good to be at $6, and I do think that's possible again, regardless of the market. I do think $6 is possible again, and that's just my opinion. If we do break this demand zone here, all right, at 296, it's just unfortunate, but it's also awesome depending on how you look at it. This demand zone down here is probably going to get hit, all right? It just is. Now, this demand zone goes from about 252, 251, we'll say 250, up to about 262, 263. And we've also found some demand here in this zone before too. So we have a big jump out of here. Price went from 250 up to about $6. That was freaking awesome. And then we look over here to the left, and we bottomed out in January. Price went from about 262 up to about 588. So like I said, these 2 zones, we've had some real big moves out of them. So I feel like if there was ever a time to like get in or, swing trade or, do something like that, it would be now. This is not financial advice, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Make your own freaking decisions, all right? You have your own money and your own free will. These are just my zones, and if I was doing something like that, scalping or swing trading, I would do something or look to do something in these zones. In fact, if we do come down to this zone, I already have $10,000 ready to put in here and add on to my position. I hope it happens, kind of, we're already down to $3. I mean, what the hell is 250? Let's drop another 50 cents so I can hit, get my order filled down here. But if not, I'm going to miss it. I'm not going to buy this zone here. I'm just not. That was just my strategy coming down. I told myself that I'm not going to buy this zone, but I will buy this one. So if I miss it, I miss it. It is what it is. Now, we could just jump above this golden zone and break out this trend line and come up for like a 50% retracement off of this weekly, which would be awesome because that would put us back about 423 up to that 420 line. Really, we had problems with before. So 420 up to about 450, and this golden zone would be about right here. All right. If we get above this, and the good thing is, like, if we break above this trend line on the weekly, the 23.6 line, you guys, if you know my videos, you know my content, you know how I do price action, you already know that if we break above the 23.6 or below it, the golden zone is then activated. So we really need to get a close on the weekly above 360. Maybe a little bit higher just to feel better about it. But if we get a close above this 23.6 line here, this area is activated. If we get above the 38.2, this is almost for sure getting tested. So those are 2 things to look forward to. And it kind of looks like we may have found the bottom here on this move. Who knows? We have made a higher low, so in order for us to have made a lower low, which would break our wave pattern here, we'd have to close on a weekly below 295, and that would kind of put us you know, that would kind of break the pattern of higher highs and higher lows in the higher time frame. Now there could be variance. You can see here this candle came all the way down to 250, and then, like, you know, 3 days later it jumped back up and made, you know, a higher low above 295. So the wicks don't matter, the closes matter on these candles. And so, like I said, if we did bottom out here on this move, which, by the way, we did a huge retracement. I mean, this was pretty gnarly. 48% down from $6, which was, you know, it sucks, man, but, you know, it comes with the territory. You know, considering what's going on in these markets, like, we've held up pretty freaking nicely. I mean, we really have. We found our bottom, in my opinion, in January right here at 262-ish, this zone right here. And that's just my opinion. We could come down lower. We just could. It could happen. But I think, you know, just considering I feel like we would have already came down lower if we were going to go below this zone here. Now, like I said, take what I say with a grain of salt. That's kind of a biased opinion. I obviously can't predict the markets, and I definitely can't predict the world. So if we come below this zone here, then we're probably coming down to that 150. I mean, that's just the next demand zone down. So you know, you guys are Floyd, my cat. You know, it is what it is, and I will definitely buy a lot more here at 150 for sure if that happens. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think on this move, we're probably going to get back above this, you know, this 23.6 line, and then come up and retest the golden zone. That is just my opinion. We could come down again, but it looks like, you know, we have a good opportunity here to do that. If we pull up the, let's see, what can we look at here? All right, so essentially, I just want to show you guys the RSI. Let me interject real quick in this video. RSI is looking really nice. All right, we bottomed out on the RSI 28.5 on the RSI on the daily time frame, and that's right at that demand zone on the chart. So RSI has gotten back above this yellow line. That looks really good. That tends to mean price is going to go up. You can see back in the past here when purple line crosses yellow, price goes up. Purple line crosses yellow, price goes up. You can go back test this, but the RSI looks good. It's definitely oversold, or it was at least slightly. It wasn't like hugely oversold, but we did get oversold technically. Anything under 30 is considered oversold. Anything over 70 is considered overbought. So we came down to 28.5. That would be oversold. And really anything down here between, like, you know, 30 and 40 would be considered kind of like oversold territory. But we did get a jump here. We got another test down here at about 30 on the RSI on October 10th. And like I said, 28.5 on September 26th. So this demand zone is definitely hot, and there are people buying here for sure. And actually, before I end this video, I wanted to check out these pictures real quick. Some of you probably haven't seen them, but most of you probably have. Oh my God, they look so sweet. Let me pull them up. You can see here this nice, sleek case. It looks like something my Glock comes in just ready to just pop off. I freaking love it. It looks awesome. I just wish we knew who they were going to, right? I feel like as investors, we deserve to know who's getting the samples. But someone's getting them, man. There's a few OEMs that are definitely getting these, and they're going to be testing them and checking them out and doing all kinds of shit. I just can't wait to see what names they drop for them. It's going to be so freaking awesome. I will be covering the EC coming up. I think that's when is that? When is the next EC? I have to go look, actually pull it up. I don't see it right now, but it's coming up, and I will be doing it. I will be covering it live on the stream. So make sure you check back for that, and hopefully we get some name drops, man. I'm just ready to see who's been getting this work. You know, I'm ready to see who's getting these samples. I'm excited about it. I hope we get some awesome names that get dropped on the EC. And I feel like if there was ever a time to do it, it's now, right? So these pictures are cool. Shout out J Wings for putting those in the group. They just look really sweet, man. They look awesome. Like, just packaged real nice. Microvision, Maven DR. It just looks so good. Ready to get an OEM deal, man. Drop a comment below if you are ready for an OEM deal and when you think that's going to happen and what you think about these pictures, all right? I'd love to hear what you guys think. In my opinion, they just look awesome. So, like, overall, you know, we've been doing pretty good, guys. I know we want to see these higher prices. You and me both. I mean, I want to see higher prices. We want to see that 975 get tested. And my God, it is going to be so fucking glorious to be testing 975 at some point in the near future. It's just going to feel so good. I can't wait to be making videos when we're back up around $10. This is going to be so awesome. But until then, we're going to have to just range, and it's obvious that's what we're doing. We're just ranging here, but we're making higher highs and higher lows, and at the end of the day, that's all we can ask for. So until we get below the previous low on the previous wave, there's, you know, it is what it is. We're just going to have to deal with it. And DCA down if you can, if you have liquidity. If you're not in the game yet, dude, I'm telling you, like, these are the spots you should be doing it. People are jealous of anyone that has an average under $5. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people in the group that are still sitting around $14, $15. And, you know, unfortunately, they don't have liquidity to average down. So, like, you have an opportunity to be someone that everyone that can't do it is jealous of. And this is not financial advice, guys, but I'm telling you, I've been following this stock for a couple years. There's a lot of people that follow this stock, and this is a winning stock in my opinion. I think when the bear market ends, we're going to see this price go back to where we want it to be and where it deserves to be. All right. This is an implied value play. That means where can it be in the future? What is it going to be doing in the future that will make it have value? And this is, in my opinion, like, I search stocks all day long. I do this all day long. I don't know another play in the stock market that has more implied value than Microvision. I just don't. Now, all the lidar plays are most of them have implied value, and you know, you could probably make money on all of them, to be honest with you. They, you know, some of them already have deals, some of them don't, but I feel like, you know, if you want to be in a stock that's niche, has best in class technology, that has the most implied value, the most the OG status in this whole space, it's Microvision, right? So go over to Reddit, look at the DD, do your research, but I'm telling you, I've already done it for you. This is a winning stock in my opinion. Not financial advice, not financial advice, but I'm just telling you, as a friend, this is a badass stock, all right? That's really all I'm going to say about it. But other than that, guys, the price action looks pretty good considering this big 48% dip, and I'm just waiting to see us break out of this trend line, break this trend here, all right? That is what we're waiting for, and that 23.6 line is looking pretty juicy. It's right above where we're at. I mean, it's not that far, you know. Go back and look at the video in the beginning. I have it pulled up. I'll just do this for you guys, but it's right here, okay? It's not that far away. And for us to get above that 23.6, we would have to get above the trend line, basically. So looks really good. If you guys like my content, if you like Microvision, if you like me, if you like stocks, Forex, crypto, all that stuff, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If you guys want to join the trading team, send me an email, zonetradinggroup@gmail.com, and I will get you on the team, all right? Yeah, that's really it for this video, man. I will catch you guys on the next one. Mavis to the moon. Make sure you drop a comment below and let me know how you like the video. Peace.